Locating discussions within your course will be easy if you use the course tools on the left-hand side of the screen. Clicking on discussions here will bring up the discussions index. Let's take a look at the index, as it does look a little different than the system that we've previously used. You may notice there are no longer any categories for the topics in your discussions. Each discussion should now have the beginning of it as the week number. So for instance, week 1 student introductions, week 2 video. All of your discussions should be numbered like that so that you can keep them in sequential order. If you'd like to change the order of any of the discussions, you can hover right next to the checkbox, click on the little icon, and then simply move the discussion to change the order of it anytime that you'd like to do that. As we look to the right side of the screen, you'll notice when the last posting was made in this discussion, you'll notice how many discussion replies have been added to this topic, and if you see a blue number, that will indicate any new replies that have not been read by you. This icon here is an indication that this is a graded discussion, and by clicking on it will take you directly into the speed grader to grade the discussion. To reply to a student posting in a discussion, you can start at the discussions link in the course tools, look at the index page, locate where a discussion is that has student postings, and click on the title of the discussion. When that opens up, you can read the student's reply and simply click reply to answer the student if you'd like to leave a message for them. Remember that you have all of the tools available here. You can upload video or include links. Click post response when you're finished. Creating a new discussion is very simple in Canvas. You'll start at the discussions in the course tool menu, and once you click that, you'll see your discussion index box. Go to the right side and click start a discussion to create a new topic. To have the topic title, simply start typing within the topic title box at the top. Once you have that finished, then you'll be going into the box to create your question for the students to answer. If, for instance, you want them to review the movie in week 1, you can actually link that week 1 module into your discussion by coming over to the right hand side. You're under links, click modules, click week 1, and it automatically goes into your discussion as a link for the students, so they don't have to go back into the week 1 if they're looking at their discussion topics through their discussions. You can also upload media, which would mean any kind of audio or video file. You can create it within Canvas, or you can upload something that you've already pre-recorded. And again, you have all the formatting tools available to you across the top. If you'd like to add an attachment for the students, you would click here, go to your computer and find something, or you can click the browse button. You can make this a threaded discussion, you can delay the posting on it, and you can set it up for grading by clicking on here and adding the points possible and putting it into a group. Set a due date on it and click save, and you've created your new topic. If you would like to edit a discussion that is currently in your course, the way to do that is by clicking on the name of the topic and then going to the gear icon that's located at the top of the topic. Clicking on that will bring you to the edit button, where you can have options to change the title, add any formatting that you would like to add, even upload audio or video into the discussion, change any of the text in the subject, add attachments, delay the posting until later, or actually change it to be used for grading. Any changes that you make, you must click save at the end. If you have a graded discussion that needs to be edited, you have an alternate way to edit that. Click on the one that is graded, and again you'll notice that by seeing the icon over here. Click on the title, and then you'll have this blue area up at the top where you can actually edit these settings. Because the discussion is an assignment, this will take you into the assignment settings where you can change again the title, you can change anything inside of the box, you can add links, you can upload video, you can change the point value, you can have a due date and a lock until date, and you can update the assignment here. There are several options within the discussions that you might want to think about as you are either editing or creating a new discussion. The first box is to allow threaded replies. If you don't allow threaded replies, your discussion will end up being very similar to a blog, where it will be just one reply on top of another and no students responding actually to other particular students. So if you check the box for allow threaded replies, your discussion topics will end up being very similar to what you experienced in Vista, so that students can reply not only to your topic but also to the responses from their colleagues. You can delay the posting of the discussion by clicking the box here and getting the option to include some dates so that the students don't see the discussion until a certain point in time. If you check the box for users must post before seeing replies, this is something that will disable the ability of students to see anything that anyone else has put for your topic until they actually make their original posting. This is something you might want to think about before you check the box. If you want the students to be able to read what other students have written before they put their own, or if you want them to only see the replies after they've done their own original posting. If you check the box for use for grading, this will set up your discussion as a graded topic where you can add the points, you can add the assignment group, and you can add a due date. There are a couple of optional settings within discussions that we'd like to point out for you to think about. If you're on your discussion index page, click on the gear icon here for discussion settings. You'll notice here that students have the ability to create discussion topics and attach files to discussions. You might want to think about whether you're going to allow the students to create discussion topics on their own so that you can have a little more control. You may want to unclick that so that they cannot do that and save your settings. If you do have a discussion that's graded, you can access the SpeedGrader application by either clicking on the icon here or clicking on the name of the topic discussion and then accessing SpeedGrader here. This will take you into the SpeedGrader application where you will be able to view the student's reply and provide a grade over here in the box for the students to see. You can add any comments here in this box, and then if you scroll down you'll have the file attachments and the media comments that you can add. If you'd like to view the full discussion, you can click this link here, which will take you into the discussion so that you can see who the student was replying to and what they were referencing. And again, you can add the grade here in the box and any comments and any media to send back to the student. Do know that once you put the grade inside this blue box here and click anywhere else, that grade will automatically go into the gradebook for the student. Once you have finished grading the students, and you can see all of them from this list here, you can go back to the course home via this link.